Hi everybody, I'm Moody Boo and the Fragrant Nomad, and this is a little offbeat kind of a video, but it had to be done. So I just turned 59. I'm like officially old, you know. I guess to somebody like my mom's age, 89, she's thinking I'm not very old. I'm still a young kid. To anybody pretty much under the age of 50, I'm old. So, and I'm feeling it, huh? I wanted to talk about a subject that doesn't get talked about too much for us mature ladies. Not that people under 59 aren't mature. I just mean we're mature. So, a lot of things happen with our body when we go through menopause. And I'm not going to go into all the fly hairs. And what I mean by fly hairs, if you ever saw the remake of the original Fly, the one with Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis, they're starting to get a little freaky. He's got his shirt off. She's rubbing his back and boing! There's this weird fly hair sticking out. And it's all coarse and she's like, bing, 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 bing. I have those growing out my face. Okay, they're like a normal whisker size, but they feel like a fly hair. I have one on this side and one on this side. I pluck them every time, never shave, never shave. That just blunts the hair and makes it more noticeable, or it looks like a blackhead, if you have dark hair like me. Always pluck. And don't pluck like you would pluck your eyebrows all careful and everything. Yank that thing out. Yank against the follicle. Try to kill that follicle so that it doesn't come back. I've had to do that. Now see, I have 2 now, but I used to have 4, but I only have 2 now. So that's something that happens with women when we get post-menopausal. Our estrogen is like bye-bye. And that makes man things happen to us. I know, she said it. I did. Man things. Man things like hair on my face. Ew. My voice getting lower. Yay. And the pit thing. So I don't know if that happens to all women, but it has to the women that I've talked to. And it's like we start smelling like a teenage boy that hasn't showered in a month. Ew. And my problem is, this pit's fine. This one over here is like, ah, flowers, rainbows, unicorn. This one over here is like, dun, 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 dun. It stinks. And I don't understand why. I have one pit that stinks, one that doesn't. They both get scrubbed the same. Actually, I give this one a little more attention because of it stinking. But I don't want to break the skin. I don't want to make it too raw. Make sure you have good razor blades when you shave your armpits so that you're not cutting it up, making little infections. That could help you stink. So I'm really, really careful, and yet this pit stinks. Don't get it. I went from trying like Lady Secret deodorant. I tried, oh my God, what are some of the other women's ones that I tried? Oh my God, I can't remember some of the other women's ones. And I went, what am I doing? I'm turning into a man with boobs, basically. Why don't I try some men's deodorants? And they worked for a while. I tried one specifically. I used one brand specifically for a while because it really worked. And I tried a few others. I can't remember which ones. They didn't work. But it was Old Spice. And, you know, I liked their foxglove. There was a ocean one, a Bali one, I want to say, or something. Anyway, I liked all the scents, and so I used them. And they worked pretty good for a while. But then, I mean, I'm pretty much over menopause. It took me 10 years. I started in my late 40s. I think I ended last year. And that year is when this pit went, okay, it's time to rise and revolt against your body, because I am going to make sure you regret I was ever born. And I do, because it stinks. So I was like, what happened? I know you got to change your pit stick just like you change your shampoo. Your body kind of adapts to it and stuff. And I did that. I always had one pit stick that I would use for like a week, and then I go back to the Old Spice. And that worked, like I said, for like years. And no. So I've been on the hunt for another pit stick. And nothing has done anything to decrease. I mean, it's like maybe 2 hours after I get out of the shower, I'm like, ew, damn, that's me. I'm not in a barnyard. That's my armpit. So I was really, really unhappy with it. I was finding that I was having to take baby wipes, scrub this armpit several times a day, while this one stays beautiful, fresh, and lovely the rest of the day. Don't get it, but I even looked it up online, and other women have that problem, but there doesn't seem to be any doctor that's worried about it enough to answer the question, why? Then I kept seeing these advertisements when I'm watching YouTube videos, and I saw these advertisements, and I was like, that's a men's pit stick. I'm going to look at it, and there was a coupon code, and so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it, and I did it, and I've been using it 2 weeks now. And this pit is like, still smells like the scent of the deodorant. Today has been stressful. And I still smell like bay rum in that armpit. I'm so happy. I can't even tell you how much that makes me happy. It was to the point where, you know, I'd be standing by somebody, I would never lift this arm because I didn't know, are you going to just defy me and funk out my neighbor here in about 10 seconds if I move you at all? So I just kept my arm there, you know. I mean, I've done that for a year. And I am not sponsored or anything. I'm not big enough for any of that bullshit. But I got to tell you, I got the Dr. Squatch Bay Rum. This stuff works, and it works really, really well for me. Now, I used to really like the clear stuff because I hate that residue underneath, you know, that gets on your shirts and stuff underneath on the inside, you know. I hate that. I really do. But you got to weigh it. I mean, if Dr. Squatch comes out with a clear, you know, non-funking kind of a deodorant to your clothes, you know, I'll try that in a minute. But I'm so happy with this, I wouldn't trade it or do a thing to change it at this point because I'm very satisfied with my purchase. So this is Dr. Squatch Bay Rum, and it smells so good. It smells like Bay Rum. I mean, you know what I remember, kind of a little bit spicy, kind of a rum, like a really good rum from Puerto Rico or something like that. That's what it reminds me of. And I know it's for guys. It's advertised for guys. They expect, I'm pretty sure on the advertisement that I've seen or read on their website, it's like, if you're a young man under the age of 30, you should try ours out. If you're an older guy over the age of 40, you should try ours out. And it's like, well, what about us old ladies? It might work for us. And it does. It does for this old lady. And let me tell you, this was a hard-fought battle. This thing is strong. Strong. Very strong. And I mean, I don't cake it on or anything either. I just do my blip, 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 blip. And that's about it. For both armpits, I put the same amount on both. And they're both wonderful at the end of the day. I have to say this may be my favorite product of 2022 is discovering this beauty right here, Dr. Squatch Bay Rum. And they have a lot of different scents too. It's not just Bay Rum. This is just the one that I chose. I'm going to be getting some more of them. But again, be sure to change your pit stick every once in a while so your body doesn't adapt to it. And I'm going to do that too. So I've got to figure out another pit stick to buy that works at least somewhat that I can alternate with this so that this one doesn't adapt or I don't adapt to it. But anyway, I'm just so happy. I can't even tell you, the last year has just been stressing me. Even my husband, he sits, of course, on this side on the couch, and he was like, oh, I need to take a shower. Okay, that ain't me. I'm like, sorry, I'm on my way now. So, you know, I don't know what to say other than, if you are an old lady like me and you get stinky pits, you should try some men's deodorants because it's a little more appropriate, apparently. And man, Dr. Squatch is a good one. I do like Old Spice, but it doesn't work for me anymore. So now I gotta go with the Squatch. All right, everybody, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Peace.